Okay guys, so I plugged the top back in. We're at 850 millivolts. My friend just sent me some information saying that the CAN network the B CAN stays awake for 10 minutes if it doesn't see the door latch close, because he said what happens is the latch assembly itself fails and then the network stays awake. So he said to pop the door panel off and check it. So I don't know if I'm chasing anything. I got the amp clamp also on the fuse right there, and we're looking at it. See, it's half our voltage. You see that? Like, look at this. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at that. See that? We're at peak detect's on. That's probably why it's doing that. There we go. See, we're at like 300 millivolts. So that's half of our, pretty much like slightly less than half our draw. So that might be why when we pull the backup fuse, because I'm wondering if the CAN network's staying awake. So I thought about plugging my scan tool in, but I want to wait the 10 minutes for this to go to sleep. See if it does, because he said it takes 10 minutes from the time the door closes. So I guess I'll just pop this panel off. He said it's really easy. He said if we just unplug the latch, it should go to sleep then. We're going to see if we can look up scan tool. Look at scan data then afterwards, but got waiting to do. Okay guys, so I took the door panel off. It's been off now. Nothing changed. So I think I'm going to put this back on and we're going to look at scan data, see if that'll give us any type of direction. Because you can't even lock the door. Like, you can't even set the alarm to chirp. I don't know, I feel like we're just going all over the place just because I'm asking people for help and they're just suggesting stuff, and like I don't even know how to like pinpoint where this is coming from, because as you guys could see earlier, like our draw is only half from down here. So I think what we're going to do is try to get some type of direction. I'm going to connect the scan tool back up. I'm going to connect the scan tool up. We're going to see if it sees all the doors closed, which I think it does, but my friend said it doesn't matter if it sets the alarm, because he's like, you could still have a door issue where the other modules don't see it's closed. But I don't know. But he said that module could be looking for a door input and then not keeping it, then keeping it awake. We're running out of options here unless we look at B CAN and then disconnect every single module on the B CAN. Like, I really don't want to do this. Like, I feel like there's a more efficient way to do this than ripping this car apart. I've never had to take a car apart like this for a Parasitic draw. Okay guys, so I did a manual ID of the car and I did a scan to see if any modules were talking. Nothing. It took like 10 minutes though. Let's see if our draw is still in that fuse. It still shows it. So what I want to do is we'll disconnect. We'll turn the car on. I wonder if it'll let me. Let me grab the key. I gotta grab the key because here's the key. I forgot the car's still locked, guys. There we go. So let's turn the ignition on. Let's do a system scan on this Acura. Auto ID. We'll do a system scan, then I'll go into whatever module shows the door locks. Oops. And then we'll go from there. Because we'll just see if we can find a door lock issue. I don't know what else to do, guys, other than we can go to the module. Well, we can go to any of the modules on that B CAN and just scope it and see if they're talking when the car's off. That's the only thing that I could think of. We'll have to clear these, see if what comes back too, because some of these might be from me unplugging stuff when the car was off. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but like some of them isn't, like the parking brake malfunction. So we'll just let this sit here and scan, and then we'll come back to it. Okay guys, so we got some like UART codes here and some stuff with like lost communication, but like a bunch of this is probably for me unplugging this stuff. Let's go down through here. Yeah, I think, well, that says lost well, master power switch, that was me. Yeah, don't see anything exciting. Let's go under keyless access control unit. Nope, that doesn't give us our data PIDs that we want. Is it door locks? So we want these unlock knobs. Should be 4 of them. Let's try locking the car. Let's see, can we lock the car? There we go. See, now they all say off. Is everything off? Everything's off except for the driver's door lock knob. What is this? From power window unit. Why does that say on? Or is that lock? Is that like this child lock? Maybe that's saying whether or not I lock this stuff. I don't see anything for the latch assembly. Maybe there. That way, there is one for the latches. Let's see if I trip this by manually, or is this already tripped? Ah, see, this thing's still tripped. There you go. Now it's open. Let's see if we show it on here anywhere. See, let's lock all these so they all say off. Okay, so they all say off. Does any of these say on? So it doesn't look like anything shows on for this. See, I opened this. See, this is completely open. So I can latch it then, but see that? So it's unlocked. It's open. I don't see anything on here that says that. Let's see, is there one for one of the other doors? Or do they all have switches? These all have a manual switch, so I wonder if it's just the manual switch that it uses. So let's see if I open this. We heard a chime and it says rear door switch on. So it's just looking at this switch, it looks like nothing else, and then the position of this. See? Oh, and when I move this, it moves the lock knob. Okay. Okay, so this ain't really giving us any direction here, guys. I'll do some thinking and we'll come back. Okay guys, I got a new plan of attack. So I put my amp clamp around up there. I didn't show you guys, but only one leg has half the draw. It's like 400 milliamps or so. So what I'm thinking about doing is, we're going to do it right now actually. I'm going to start the car up. Well, not start it up, but we're going to connect this back up, okay? We're going to do a full system scan. See what modules communicate, okay? Oh, I didn't put my scan tool back in. Where's my scan tool? I gotta find where I set it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a full system scan, and then we're going to look at what modules are communicating. Then we'll pull the fuse. We'll see if we lose a module or two, or however many we lose. If we lose all the ones that are on that circuit. And then if we do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wire, because I can get in there and fix it. And we'll see what modules we can still communicate with the wire cut. Let's see if it makes a difference. Because another thing that I'm wondering is, because like, I was trying to find a photo of the DC to DC converter on here, and I couldn't find anything in Mitchell. So I'm wondering if like these diagrams are like mixed up or something, and they got it like mixed up with like a hybrid. Because like this shows like a DC to DC converter right here, and then like here it says with, start, stop, without, but nothing's labeled on here with or without. So that's what I don't understand. And we have this fuse FD, but then you see like right here there's a leg that comes down, and we got this blue wire right here which goes over here to, this one goes to FG right here, these go over here to FF, FE. But what I don't understand, this is what I don't understand, like right here it says from fuse FC W, okay, so we're getting power from another fuse. But when we come over here to this one, we get, it comes in through here and then goes to here to our power seats and stuff, which doesn't make any sense to me, unless like when the DC to DC converter energizes, they put power in here and then it can go backwards. I don't like that. It can flow through here and then back through here. That's the only thing that I could think of. I don't understand it, because I didn't find a diagram in here that doesn't show without a DC to DC converter. But it's just not making sense. Maybe I don't understand it. Guess we'll just go through with them. Usually don't have this much problem with a wiring diagram. But they don't give me an option. Like it doesn't, like I said, I haven't found one. Unless they label the fuse as different. That could be the only other thing, is like they labeled the fuse as different. But like I have the white wires here, and I think the other one that shows them doesn't have white wires. Guess I'll do some more research and find out. Okay guys, so let's see how many we have here. We got 27 modules, so let's print this out. Hopefully it'll print. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull our fuse out, and we'll just rescan this. There we go. Let's rescan, see what we lose. Because another variable is that fuse even supposed to be in there? Because maybe it wasn't supposed to be in there, or somebody got the wrong harness. So I'll let this sit here and scan, and we'll see what happens. So guys, I just scanned it again. We got 27 modules. And look at this. The only code that came up then was this gauge control module lost communication with steering wheel switch, LIN bus connected. Interesting. So let me shut the car off. Actually, wait, let's see if we can clear it. Let's see if it's hard fault. Let's go back. Okay, I guess it's gonna go through all the modules and clear them, so we'll come back to it. Okay guys, so I don't know what recorder I ran out of space on my phone, but I scanned the car again, and I started it, I put it in gear, I tried drive and reverse, and this is the only code that we get, is this gauge control module, lost communication with steering switch. So do these even work? It says initializing. I don't know if that's because I pressed. Let's see. Oh yeah, so these are doing nothing now. I don't know if they did work. Yeah, look at that. We got, and it just says initializing. Let's see. Let's see if the trip does that. The trip does nothing. So that's interesting. Yeah, since we can't do anything, let's plug that back in and see what changes. Oh, you can hear the amp turn on. When I connect that up. So there we go, we got that connected. Let's see. Oh, there we go, now we got sources. So that's all working now. You can see that cycle. Shut this off before we get our video in trouble. So now the question is, why is our draw? Why is our draw there? Let's shut this off. We'll shut this off, we'll put it to sleep, and I'll show you guys the draw. So guys, I don't get this. We have a higher draw now than we did before. We got 1.5 amps. This just is not making any sense. Like, that's a huge draw. Like, I'm gonna have to leave the battery charger on overnight kind of draw. Like, how do we keep getting worse? Oh, there it went. Maybe this stuff was still awake. I just heard a click. There was a relay in there or something that clicked. So maybe I'll just let it sit here a little bit longer. It powered down quicker before. So I'll let this go for like another 5 minutes or so. Okay guys, I may have made a mistake somewhere. Sorry about the flash. But I came in here and looked at the hands-free link again because I was going to scope the network, and then I saw that it says hands-free link, it says remove glove box, and then it's showing it above the glove box. Now, could have sworn in the video earlier, like when I first started doing this, that it showed a 1 connector module. This shows 2, and it says to remove glove box, but I thought it told you to remove the trim under the glove box. So I don't know, maybe I looked at it wrong. I don't know, because I'd sent people photos of what I disconnected and said, hey, here's the modules, and they were looking it up, because I'm like, well, maybe I unplugged the wrong module, and I guess nobody caught it, and I screwed up. But right there it is. I'm gonna see if I can grab the thermal camera and see if we can look at this thing. Let's grab the thermal camera real quick. See if this thing's cooking, because if that's actually the hands-free module, then it's probably bad. Let's see. Hang on, let me turn my flash off. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that thing cooking. Guys, that thing is cooking. Compared to everything else? Oh man, guys, we nailed it. We nailed it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. God, you don't know how happy this makes me. Now I'm gonna have to put the car back together, because I took everything apart for tomorrow, so we could just look in with the thermal camera and see what's glowing. But man, guys, you guys don't know how happy that makes me feel that we actually found this. That is like perfect. Let's see what happens with our draw if we disconnect this. What's our draw at right now? Yeah, like I literally just pulled down all the panels here just so that we could get to everything real easily and see what was glowing. So we're at like 200 on the inside here. So let me disconnect this quick. Let's see, do I have a flashlight? I don't have a flashlight in here. Let's see. Look at that. Instantly drop down, guys. Look at that. Let's go look at our drop in the front. I cannot believe this, guys. Like, you don't understand. Like, I've never had a parasitic draw take this long. Oh my god, guys, look at that. Let's flip this over. That should allow us to move this, hopefully. Either that or it's gonna blow my fuse. Look at that, guys. 7 milliamps, 7 to 13. We found it. Okay guys, I found out where my mistake was made, because I was like, man, how did I mess this up? So if I click on hands free and remove and replace, it takes me to the right spot, okay? But, oh, you know what? Maybe I clicked on this and thought it was going to be sideways. But when I clicked on this active noise was the small module. So I was unplugging the audio amplifier when I didn't have to. Well, at least I know what I did. So I'm going to see what the customer wants to do, and then I'll get back to you guys, and we'll come in tomorrow and check it. Okay guys, so the customer wants the car fixed, so we're going to have to get the information from the module. So we'll turn this over to amps. What I like about this meter is it'll I don't know if all meters do this, but you can turn the dial on and off while it's connected to the amp scale. So you can see we're around 10 milliamps. So that's awesome. I left the car sitting this way all night. I had put some stuff back together, but that is awesome. So yeah, we got it fixed, guys. We got this 100% fixed. Well, we found the problem 100%. And I think our battery charged. Yep, full. So that's awesome. So he'll be happy. So I'll get this all back together. He wants a new cabin filter too. We'll get some information off that module just in case, since we got everything apart. Guys, look at all these freaking nuts in the cabin filter. I hope none of them fall down in the fan. Trying to get them all out. But this is crazy. I gotta push down on this at the same time. Something was living up there. So guys, we're gonna try to vacuum that out. Look at all this. Guys, you have to check your cabin filters. Like, man, this is a mess. Okay guys, so here's our bad module that was living up there. So I just got part numbers off of it. So we'll put this back in. We just won't plug it in. And then we'll give them back the car and we'll order new parts, because there's no reason to have the car here apart for like a week or so till I get new parts.